Germany has a lot of rooftops. Commercial and industrial buildings alone would cover a total area of 750 square kilometers. Solar cells could potentially produce around 200 terawatt hours of electricity per year on roof surfaces and building facades. Entirely CO2 neutral. This would cover almost 90% of the electricity needed by German industry. In the Swabian town of Ungerhausen in southwest Germany, a mid-sized company is already making optimum use of this potential. Over 200,000 solar cells generate power with a maximum output of up to 1.1 megawatt. However, only part of this clean electricity is fed into the grid. A large part of the CO2 neutral electricity is used directly on the spot. And this is how it's done. Machines that consume large amounts of energy, like laser cutters, are operated mainly when there's enough solar power available that was generated on the roof. On the other hand, machines that are regularly in use, such as drilling and flex machines, require a constant power supply. Painting and sandblasting, on the other hand, are carried out primarily when enough solar power is available. In addition, the production of various media, such as nitrogen, is done according to the solar power supply from the roof. The result, due to this flexible production method, the solar cells supply almost 2/3 of the total electrical energy the company requires. At Alois Müller GmbH in the Unterallgäu region of Germany, solar power is used optimally. The company has more than 500 employees in Germany. The location in Ungerhausen specializes in the production of heating and ventilation systems, as well as parts for metal construction. The company pays attention not only to energy efficiency, but to material efficiency as well. Around 200 people work in production and administration here. In 2019, the company started production in the new CO2 neutral factory. We are starting to notice that there's an increasing focus on sustainability and quality when it comes to price neutrality. We can only build this kind of a factory once. We only have one shot, so let's get it right, we like to say around here. We have chosen the smart option in this case, and that is CO2 neutral production. An important prerequisite for climate neutral production is the analysis of material and energy flows necessary for the individual steps of production. To that end, the company does a long-term analysis of production data. Using an enterprise resource planning system, or ERP for short, the production manager can compare data with the current weather forecast at any given time. Planning for the next shift is dependent on the weather forecast, decided together with the employees on the premises. In 2 hours, we can do the spray booth, and the laser we can actually start now. On this morning, solar power with an output of 160 kilowatts is already available. Production requires a base load of around 100 kilowatts. So only the laser cutting machine is operated at first. With an output of around 50 kilowatts, it cuts sheet metal for plant and metal construction to fit customer orders. Since the machine only works about 7 hours a day in a 2-shift operation, the times can be flexible. The same applies to the sandblasting and varnishing of certain construction components. The ventilation of the spray booth requires around 30 kilowatts. Depending on the order, between 2 and 4 hours of varnishing are done each day. Today, work in the spray booth begins 2 hours after the start of the shift. If possible, the varnishing, laser cutting, and sandblasting processes are adapted to the amount of solar energy available. gathering data pertaining to how much energy is needed for each step in the process is an integral prerequisite for such a flexible style of production. It doesn't take much for us to depict this. Using the ERP system, every order is in the system, and we can call up any info needed almost immediately. The program does the organizing for us and allows us to be flexible. However, it is not only production that is geared to the supply of solar power. Alois Müller GmbH, like almost all manufacturing companies, requires compressed air. It is stored in this tank, and two others at 6 to 8 bar, as well as in air ducts. This provides for a storage volume of 7 cubic meters. In addition, other media integral to production are manufactured in the company, such as fully desalinated water in this reverse osmosis plant and nitrogen in another plant. In this process, the nitrogen in the air is concentrated by special filters. The compressed nitrogen is then stored in several high-pressure containers. In total, 180 liters at a pressure of up to 300 bar. The nitrogen is then mixed with hydrogen in another plant to produce formation gas. This gas is used in production for gas-shielded welding. What is unusual here is that all three of the media, nitrogen, demineralized water, and compressed air, are, when possible, only produced when the sun is shining. And ideally, also at times when production isn't running, such as on weekends. Over the weekend, the media are stored in tanks. The nitrogen, demineralized water, and compressed air are turned into storable renewable energy. Depending on how and when these media are needed during production, the supply of nitrogen can last for 2 to 3 days, and the supply of compressed air for several hours. Regardless of these media, excess solar power can also be stored in a battery or is fed into the public grid. Ultimately, solar power generated from the company's own roof, due to its flexible production method, covers around 2/3 of the company's total electrical energy demand. But even when the sun is not shining, the power supply is guaranteed. If needed, the company is supplied via a block-type thermal power station. This station provides 220 kilowatts of electrical power and 250 kilowatts of heat. Since it is operated exclusively with biogas, it is also CO2 neutral. During longer cold periods, a wood pellet boiler with a capacity of 200 kilowatts provides additional heat. The two plants feed their generated heat into a well-insulated 100,000-liter buffer storage tank. The heat can be stored here for several days. But not only the heat quantities of the pellet boiler, operated with renewable raw materials, or the biogas-supplied cogeneration unit stream into the water tank. Excess solar electricity can be stored here in the form of heat as well. Simple heating rods heat the water. The heat then flows through a pipe into the factory halls on demand. In addition, the climate-neutral energy also supplies neighboring companies via a local heating network. Like CB StoneTech GmbH, for instance, located in the immediate vicinity. This company has 80 specialists working in Ungerhausen to produce accessories for wood stoves, such as ventilation grills and flap systems. In addition, it processes natural stone and large ceramic tiles for both stove and kitchen fittings. The company's heat is provided entirely via the heat center of the neighboring Alois Müller GmbH. The advantages are clear. No investment costs in heating, no operating costs, security of supply, all because we're simply plugged in, and it's all CO2 neutral, also very important. The Alois Müller GmbH plant is located in a new industrial site in Ungerhausen. Josef Fickle is the mayor of this town of about 1,000 citizens. Due to the Green Factory's investment by the Energy Center, there is of course a huge advantage for Ungerhausen. We can lure good companies to settle here in our town. The Alois Müller GmbH is located directly next to an autobahn. The company's Green Factory not only offers its neighbors a climate-neutral energy supply, but also all people passing by. Electric vehicles can be recharged at the electric filling station, supplied exclusively with electricity produced in a CO2 neutral manner. It goes without saying, the company's own vehicles, of course, are also refueled at this location. The factory draws on 3 different CO2 neutral energy sources, so this makes the factory independent of any possible rising CO2 prices in the future. And on the other hand, it allows the factory to react with flexibility to changing electricity prices on the energy market. This efficiency means that the factory is ideally positioned for the future. Through the flexible adaptation of production to the supply of solar electricity, such as laser cutting and painting, and the storage of solar energy in the form of nitrogen, demineralized water, and compressed air, or in a battery, as well as the possibility to convert the solar power into heat, or feed it into the grid, and its use for electric vehicles. The company makes optimum use of the solar power it produces itself and can react with high flexibility to current energy prices. Moreover, the company meets its own entire annual electricity demand by combining solar power with a CHP unit. And with the help of the waste heat from the CHP and the pellet heating system, its entire heat requirement is completely CO2 neutral. In addition, neighboring companies are supplied with climate-neutral energy as well. In this industrial area in the Unterallgäu, the energy revolution has already arrived.